Hi, my name is Ananya, and I'm here to share with you my GRE journey with Target Test Prep. Before I get into it, I want to share a little bit more about me. So I graduated from Cal Poly in 2023 with a major in business and a concentration in finance. I then went on to investment banking post-grad, where I decided that I wanted to go to business school in the future, and I wanted to take the GRE at that time. I am a repeat test taker, so I took the test right after college, but I didn't really give it the effort that it needed, and I definitely could do better. So I stayed for a couple weeks, and I wanted to see what score I could get. But this time around, I was really dedicated to getting a good score, so I gave myself sufficient time to study. I stayed for around 3 to 4 months, but I was working in banking full-time. So in the beginning of my studying journey, I had a really hard time balancing work and studying after work and on the weekends. I didn't know what to study. I had a hard time being organized, so I turned to a test prep software, Target Test Prep. So I was recommended Target Test Prep by friends and online reviews, so I decided I wanted to give it a shot. The first kind of 2 months of using Target Test Prep, I was only using the software. So I worked through all of the modules and the curriculum and the calendar that it gave me. I made sure that I did all of the questions, and sometimes, there were like hundreds of questions per chapter. I think some of the longer chapters had like 15 quizzes, and this was a lot. But I made sure that I was doing all the questions. Even if it did take the time, I would, spread it out over a few days and not just do all of them within an evening, to make sure all of the questions were going to my memory. And one other thing that I did that really helped me during test day was doing the vocab sheets. So Target Test Prep has a vocab bank that I worked through in its entirety. I went through all of the words and kind of circled the ones that I didn't fully understand or know. And then I would create flashcards with these words, and I would look over them every night before bed. And this was immensely helpful, because the first time I took the test, one of the things I struggled with was the vocabulary. And I wouldn't recognize some of the words during the exam, or even if I knew it, I would really have to think back on making sure I knew the correct definition. So this time around, learning the vocab really helped me. So make sure you follow the advice that everybody gives you and study the vocab. After about 2 months of using Target Test Prep, and I was feeling confident with all of the material, so I decided I wanted to take practice tests. So I was using official GRE questions. They have a couple of guides that are on their website that you can buy. So I went through all those questions. I also must have taken 8 to 10 practice tests in the weeks leading up to the actual exam. I made sure while taking these practice tests to really understand the mistakes that I was making. I would go back to Target Test Prep, and I would use the error tracker to revisit the chapters that I was making these mistakes on, and add questions to that error tracker, so I could, refine all of the skills and make sure I was not making those same mistakes again, and feel really confident on test day. Overall, Target Test Prep was really crucial in my GRE journey, as it helped me be organized, study the most important test skills in a timely manner, and feel confident on test day. I think that's the most important thing. And I highly, highly recommend it to others who are pursuing their GRE journey. And yeah,